Hey, I'm Mark, and you're here to learn how to play Cross Dominoes. If it's your first time visiting the channel, please hit subscribe and the bell so you're notified about new games every week. In order to play Cross Dominoes, all you'll need is a double six set of dominoes and a way to keep score. Go ahead and place all the dominoes face down on the playing space and give them a good shuffle. Each player at the table will take turns drawing one domino at a time. In a two-player game, each player should have 7 dominoes. In a 3 or 4 player game, each player should have 5 dominoes. Shove the remaining dominoes off to the side. These make up what's called the boneyard, which is the draw pile. Normally, you would keep your dominoes a secret, but for the sake of this video, we're going to play with each player's hand face up. For the sake of this video, the player on the left will be player 1, and the player on the right will be player 2. The player with the highest double goes first. In this case, it is player 1 with the double 6. That player places that double in the center of the table. In this game, the first double that is played is called a spinner. A spinner is allowed to have a domino played on all 4 sides. In cross dominoes, it is required that players complete the cross in the center of the playing space by playing a domino on all 4 sides of that starting double. Players must do this before adding on to any other line. Player 1 has begun the game by laying the double 6, so player 2 takes their turn, laying the 6-0. Player 1 must now also add to the double in the center. They cannot play on the 0. Player 1 plays the 6-3. Play passes back to player 2. Player 2 is unable to add to the double 6, so they must draw from the boneyard. A player only draws 1 domino. If it works, they can add it. If not, their turn is over and play passes to the next player. Here the player has drawn a 4-1. This is unplayable, so player 2's turn is over. Player 1 is unable to go, so they draw from the boneyard. They draw a 6-1. This can be played. Player 2 has to draw again. The 4-4 cannot be played. And player 1 draws another 6 domino. They draw the 6-5, which is playable. By placing this domino, the cross has been formed. All 4 sides of the spinner have been played on. From this point on, players can begin building out on any of the 4 available lines. Player 2 chooses to play the double 1. The only spinner in this game is the starting double. So on this double 1, players can only play 1 domino. Play like this continues, with each player adding 1 domino at a time, or drawing from the boneyard if they have to, until one of the 2 winning conditions has been met. Let's go ahead and jump to the end of this round. One way to end a round is for a player to place their final domino. When doing this, the player should say, "Domino!" and the round is over. The other way for a round to end is for the game to become blocked. If there are only 2 dominoes left in the boneyard, players are unable to draw. If neither player is able to play, the game is blocked and the round is over. Now that we've seen how a round can end, let's go ahead and tally up our score. In the event that a player places their final domino, they earn points based on the total value of their opponent's dominoes. Here, player 1 would earn a total of 14 points. In the event that a game becomes blocked, the player with the lowest total value in dominoes is the winner. In this example, player 1 is the winner of the round. Their score would be the total value of their opponent's dominoes minus their own. Player 1's score would be 14 minus 6, which is 8 points. Continue to play rounds until one of the players reaches 100 points. The first to do so wins the game. Hey, I'd like to take a minute to invite you over to the Clubhouse on Patreon. Clubhouse supporters are what make this channel possible, and if you're interested in supporting the channel and allowing for more content to be made, head on over to patreon.com/riffle, shuffle, and roll and join up. Thanks for watching.